Sup shredders, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to this reviews where today I'm going to be checking out a track by an act named the FR Music Project featuring Rich Allen. This track is titled Wasted. Switch over to here, we've got it on Spotify. We're going to listen to this track from start till finish and we're going to hear what we think. Let's go. I like the clarity of the mix. I like how the guitars, drums, everything sounds. I like how fresh it is. I love the energy that's introduced immediately. I like how active the bass line is. It sort of adds a little bit of charisma to it, a little bit of extra oomph to it. This kind of 3-note bass line is kind of charming. I mean, three chord progression. I'm liking as well how like clearly the vocals are coming through. It's a very professional kind of mix so far. The drums are incredibly active. There's these little fills that are going around every 4 bars. A lot of finesse there. And it's also nice that the vocal technique is solid and that the way the vocals have been recorded, even when it's a little bit more sort of fragile, a little more gentle, you can still hear it nice and clearly. I drink too much at times I smoke. You see, I carry a heavy load. So we're getting sort of more of an impression about this person who sort of has some issues with substances to deal with this pain. Oh, okay. I'm never sober enough to know. Damn, I'm never sober enough to know. Wow, that's rough. The way that he's singing it is sorrowful, as if there's regret about that, you know? I like how it didn't kind of resolve to that major. It went to that boom, 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 boom. But like it didn't, the melody wasn't as necessarily as happy as it needed. There's some banjo in there as well. A long time to be wasted on my own. Yeah. That's an interesting delivery of that. Is there like an organ or some keys in the background there as well? So many blessings you'll never know. What is it makes up a man's soul? Mine is empty without you. I drink my whiskey on the rocks. These backing vocals as well are supportive. Like, no, obviously, like, I know they support the main vocal line, but also in the sense that you get the impression that it's meant to be sort of like, how do I describe this? Like, there's other people that are in his shoes. Like a nice little bit of reinforcement in this secondary verse to kind of switch it up from the first. I mean, that kind of rise there kind of shakes things up in that same word. Long time he wasted on the road. Yeah, it's sort of the music suggesting a realization that maybe this wasn't necessarily the right way to spend that time getting wasted. Is he happy that he's kind of had that revelation? very sassy little guitar solo there on the right side of the stereo field. I dig it. I think it fits well in that place there, like a little break after that chorus, after that sort of interlude section. Kind of a little, oh? Staccato, man. Wait, hang on, let me just be right back. I want to make sure I got that right. Oh yeah, no, I totally had that right, like pizzicato. Pizzicato. Or maybe not even pizzicato, but just those very kind of... Those are very nice little textural change here in this quite a bit. Slow build there, slow crescendo from piano. Drums carrying the groove. Oh, lead line coming in now. What I like as well is because of the way things have been panned in a stereo field, there's never a point where it becomes old or sort of like predictable. You get a little bit of extra color and flavor to it with each one of the chorus. I find this music kind of fascinating. I really do. It is... Oh, double time. Oh, interesting sort of change of pace. That energy is fascinating, dude. Picking up the pace for guitar solo as well. This kind of break here is nice. That finish. There was a rush. There's a warmth fuzziness to that lead tone. Alright. Yeah, let's talk about this one. Yeah, I'm happy to talk about Wasted. Do a little conclusion on it. I mean, I'll be honest that I don't listen to a lot of country music. You know, I've expressed some opinions about the stuff I've listened to when it's been country music that haven't always been favorable with the people that I have reviewed, and I own that. I'm fascinated by the genre and how the harmonies work with the vocals and the lyrical content. I understand. I'm starting to get used to the genre and how it works. I like the instrumental performances involved in this track. I understand the decisions they made with the chord progressions and the overall harmonies, with the subject matter. It's like, I don't know, I imagine the chorus there is someone sitting on their porch kind of thinking, yeah, you know, it has been a long time I've been doing this. Maybe I need to do things differently. There's like sort of a hope for a change, maybe, which sort of justifies the major harmonies and stuff like that. And then at the end, there's more of that realization, yo, seriously, no, things can get better. And there's more of an intense kind of sort of like, there's a little bit more sort of a frenzy about it. And no, seriously, let's get going on this change. You know, we can move on from this. We can keep driving in the right direction into the sunset, you know. I'm trying to get to know the genre a bit better. So if anybody has any other sort of country artists that they'd like me to sort of check out, I'd be keen to do that. I loved the vocal performances, both lead vocalist FR Music Project, and I assume that Rich Allen might have been involved. Like, is Rich Allen the vocalist in this? I'm assuming that Rich Allen might have been involved as like a vocalist, maybe. Although I'm not sure because I haven't really listened to much of FR Music Project before. I've listened to like a little bit. Like I think I've listened to like Romeo Cowboy and stuff. Actually, no, hang on. I have listened to these guys before. I totally listened to these guys before. Wow, it's been a while, but I do remember Romeo Cowboy. I think I might have listened to either Rise Up or the Charleston. Yeah, I think I have. I remember this. Yeah, I remember FR Music Project. So this is a return to form for them. It's well written music. I think this was thoroughly interesting from start to finish. There was never a point where I was starting to get bored with the sort of musical concepts that were on display. Again, the bass playing, drums, guitar. The orchestration and instrumentation there was fascinating for me. I thought it was really cool having those different elements and how they managed to sort of intertwine it into the mix without it becoming too convoluted, especially in that double time section, was fantastic. I understood the theme of the song and what it was about and the journey that was being taken. I think it was good that we repeated that hit line and the hook, or the hook line in the chorus for like all of them to really cement that point home and to sort of sum up the main sort of thoughts or themes of the song itself, the lyrics. And at 5 minutes, it was time well spent. I think that there's no filler in there. I think it thoroughly justifies the length of it. And I look forward to hearing more of what FR Music Project do in future. Well done to them with this latest single, Wasted, FR Music Project and Rich Allen. Just making sure I haven't forgotten anything before I switch over to the camera. Just that, like, I guess as a final comment, it's really nice to hear these acoustic instruments played in these recordings. I'm used to hearing a lot of samples and a lot of pre-programmed stuff, and I have no issues with people using those in their music production, especially as I know a lot of people have been stuck at home and they haven't been able to go to studios and stuff even now, but to hear sort of professionally recorded acoustic instruments and music, even if there's some, I think it's a beautiful thing. So well done to all the musicians and engineers on this, and to the, the vocalists as well. A pretty solid effort all around. Effectively, my review of FR Music Project and Rich Allen's Wasted, featuring Rich Allen. Hopefully, you enjoyed this review. If you did, please do go show some love to the FR Music Project as well as Rich Allen. Stay cool, stay safe, and remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. Catch you next review. Spider hands up.